Alright, what's up guys? Brad here, and we are once again doing another collection video. This time it's going to be all my other stuff. So you've seen a video of my PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, Xbox stuff, and you're probably like, where is all the Nintendo stuff and things in general? Well, here's the thing, I don't really collect Nintendo at all, and that's because if I were to collect Nintendo, I would end up going down the rabbit hole of the older stuff. It's really expensive, and honestly, I don't feel like it's worth me collecting it. Yes, I think it's a massive market. I absolutely love NES, SNES, N64 stuff, but it's just not for me. I like having my niche of PlayStation 1 through 4 right now, and doing a little bit of the original Xbox. Other than that, I can't kind of say too much more than that. So anyways, let's jump into the rest of my collection, which isn't really too much. Honestly, this is going to be probably a shorter video. It's just kind of to showcase the other stuff I have. Mainly, most of it is horror stuff, but there is a decent little chunk of 3DS games here. So, jumping off into our first section here, we're going to go with a Pokemon X brand new sealed. I have this for when it comes to time when I decide I want to play Pokemon, and you know, that's the one version I want. I kind of want to have one version of whatever it is that I want to play on the 3DS and whatnot. So kind of going along with that, I also have Pokemon Ultra Moon. This one is opened, but you know, just wanted to kind of grab this game also, as this is the one I would say I would play. Next, we also have Omega Ruby sealed still too. Just kind of holding on to it until that day comes. And finally, the last Pokemon game that I have is actually Pokemon Heart Gold. Really nice, and honestly, here's the weird thing. So the game I actually have in my DS or whatever, I didn't realize that this manual is made pretty cheaply. It literally looks like it's just printed on paper, but it's like high quality paper, like, you know, high quality print job, but it looks like a fake. It looks like a decent fake. I'm like, it's not glossy. Come to find out, that's how they are. So the next two here, we have our two brand new copies of Animal Crossing. I picked these up at Walmart because they were 10 bucks. So I was like, well, why not? I'll grab them. They're $10 here in the clearance aisle, so why not grab them? We'll see what happens. I'll try to flip them at some point, maybe make a little bit of money, or I'll just sit on them for a while, because why not? It's not like I'm desperate for $10 or anything. We also have Donkey Kong Country Returns. This is probably the only Donkey Kong game I'm really going to own, as I like Donkey Kong a lot, but I'm not going to go out of my way to play them. But I do love Donkey Kong. Next, Super Mario 3D Land. Same kind of thing, honestly. So I do like a lot of these, but they're so cheap. So it's like, how can you go wrong? You can't go wrong picking up a Mario game. It's like 10 bucks. Donkey Kong Country Returns for like $10 and whatnot, right? Codename Steam. I think everybody had this game brand new, and because they were like, oh man, it's a 3DS game for like $3 at Walmart, right? I did exactly the same thing everybody did, and you still see them online, brand new, sealed, for $3 because nobody can get rid of them. So yeah, I decided to actually open mine. I'm a rebel. I opened mine, and I actually plan on playing it. So you've already heard me talk about Cold Up Revolt on the PS2. This is the version that I've actually played a good amount, and I really love this game. So I would say, and it's relatively cheap. I think it's like 15 bucks. $15, $20. Go out, check it out. And my fiance's favorite game, whole world. She has stolen my 3DS to play this game all the time. I bought Crosswords Plus for the 3DS for a total of $3, brand new, shipped for free. I don't know how they made any money on it, and I don't care. It's a perfect buy for me. And other than that, I actually have most of those games out of the cart, because if I want to play them, rather than me digging through for the cases, I have them kind of held up over here. I actually have a case that I'm going to end up putting them in to down the road, but as of right now, that's it. I do have one game loose, and that is Star Fox 64 3D. I grabbed that, so if I want to have my Star Fox fixed, I can have that. Honestly, 3DS is my favorite console for Nintendo as of right now. I absolutely love it, and I will grab and collect a little bit of the 3DS stuff. So, kind of going on, continuing with that stuff that's in the horror side, we're going to go over to having Resident Evil Mercenaries 3D. So, I originally was on the fence of actually picking this up, but then I'm like, you know what, I pretty much have every single game, you might as well grab it. And it kind of goes along the same lines of Resident Evil Deadly Silence. But here's the thing, this is actually kind of cool to have. It's considered to be one of the better ports of the first game to have, and it's really neat how they use the bottom screen as like your inventory and whatnot, and or actually it's the map, and they have a turnaround feature, so you can actually hit like down in A or B or something and do a quick turn. It's kind of neat. And finally, we've also have the two Luigi's Mansions. As you can tell, I really don't care if a game is a Nintendo Selects. Kind of goes like the greatest hits. Hey, it just means that it's cheaper. But both games, pretty cool. I'm not the biggest fan of Luigi's Mansion, but I plan on playing it a bit more. I played a lot of this one on the 3DS here, and I got a little stuck actually. So that's the only reason why I really stopped. Moving onward, my one Game Boy Color game that I own is Alone in the Dark New Nightmare. It's really beat up. I literally own it because I was like, hey, I want to try the Alone in the Dark game on the Game Boy Color. And then I realized, oh yeah, I don't have a backlit Game Boy Color or Game Boy Advance. So there's no way for me to really play it. I tried to play it on my regular Game Boy Advance, and my god, I don't know how I even survived back in the day playing that thing. Let's move into Dreamcast, why don't we? Alright, so Dreamcast here. I don't have much for Dreamcast. I'm not usually the biggest Dreamcast guy, but I do have a few. Zombies Revenge, a really fun arcadey style game. This is what Dreamcast does best, these arcade games. So, if you enjoy it, pick it up, or do the smarter thing and just burn your Dreamcast games, rather than paying the premium. So, I own only the very few horror games that I do, and one other one. But the horror games I own are because they're horror, and yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. I mean, I'm kind of tempted to go back and just resell them. The only reason why I might keep that one is because the artwork's pretty cool. Like, this artwork is pretty awesome. I like it a lot. But for example, Blue Stinger does almost nothing for me artwork-wise. I'm pretty tempted. I'm actually just like thinking about it right now. Do I keep this? The case is even broken, so it's pretty rough. But the game, it's like weird. It's clean. It looks fine, but it doesn't want to run 100% on me. I don't know why, but it is what it is. Blue Stinger. Next, we have Nightmare Creatures 2. So I want to trade this out for my PlayStation 1. Get a PS1 copy. This actually does not play with the cables that I have also. Like, it runs fine, but it's just, for some reason, if you try to run it through the HDMI converter for Dreamcast, it just doesn't like it. I don't really know why, though. And the last game, and the only game for the longest time that I had for the Dreamcast, is Gauntlet Legends. Absolutely one of the biggest fans of Gauntlet out there, and Gauntlet in general just is my thing. So, Gauntlet Legends, Gauntlet Dark Legacy, absolutely love them. Alright, so not a game, but something just kind of cool, is I have the Silent Hill 2 soundtrack sealed still, and I just thought it was kind of cool, so I snagged that up. So this was weird. I found Phantasmagoria. I believe this is a demo of the game. I don't believe this is the actual full game. Because if it's a full game, it's kind of surprising. It's just in a little cardboard sleeve. But I found it for 50 cents, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard of that game. Why not? Let's grab it. That was at a garage sale. Another random thing. Haunted House on the Atari for my horror collection. This is such a beat-up box, but look at that, baby. Bam! Wouldn't even notice it's like that, though. Right? You look at it like this, you're like, oh yeah, it's not too bad. Bam! Completely missing the top. I bought it. I think I bought it for $10. You know, can't. I was like, why not? Moving on to the Nintendo Wii. We have both Resident Evil light gun games, because they're Resident Evil. Why not? And honestly, the only time I'm gonna plug in my Wii and play a Wii game is for 4 games. These 2, and the other 2 games I'm gonna show you right in a second. So Resident Evil games, light gun games. Yeah, light gun games are pretty much the only reason why I'm gonna play a Wii. And the other light gun game is Dead Space Extraction. I actually played a bit of this on the PS3 Move back in the day, but they don't have a physical version of it, so I had to grab that one. And the last reason why I'll plug in my Wii is to play Eternal Darkness, sending Requiem for the GameCube. My buddy and I made a trade for this, and wow, this thing does not want to focus at all. So, yeah, can't think of enough. Me and him do a lot of deals. We trade with each other a bunch, so can't go wrong. The last game for you guys for this little short other category is Silent Hill Book of Memories. This game is stupid expensive. I don't know why you guys collect for the PS Vita. It is so expensive. I was really on the fence because it's not a Silent Hill game in my opinion. It just has the title of Silent Hill and it's a Diablo clone. But after a long talk with my friends, they talked me into it and they're like, it's a Silent Hill game. You have to have it. And here we are. I am now a proud owner of Silent Hill Book of Memories. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Check out the other collection videos down below. Like, comment, subscribe. Check out my other Envision Gaming podcast, Envision Gaming in general. We do a lot of Let's Tries, Let's Plays, whatever you want to call it, and do our podcast on there. So be sure to definitely check that out. Links will be down in the description, and I will check you out next time. I don't know why I said check you out. I'll catch you next time.